Good evening, everybody. This is USS Princeton 2004 here. It is February 3rd, 2013. The time is 6:08 in the evening, and it's a Sunday, and it's Super Bowl night tonight, and it should be getting ready to for the Super Bowl to get going. Um, I'll try to watch most of the game. Um, if I'm not busy doing something. I used to be into football a whole lot when I was younger. When I was in middle school, I played. Um, there's a deer here on the road. Off to my right, there's a deer. I just jumped over the fence there, over the railing. There's a car behind me that just flashed their brights. I don't think they knew that I stopped because of a deer that was on the road. Some people are just clueless as to what is going on. But yeah, I was playing football when I was younger, back in middle school. I was the quarterback for my middle school team in Tarboro. And then when I moved to Chapel Hill, I still played football in middle school, but I did not get that same quarterback position. I played safety, and back when I was playing football, I was into um, watching a lot of the collegiate and professional games on TV. But when I stopped playing, I didn't really pay attention to football that much. Um, I sort of lost interest on the sport altogether. Um, in high school, I did not play football because my parents did not want to sign the form that would allow me to play the sport. They were afraid that I was too small and too thin to play football, and they thought that I would get injured a lot in the sport. So in addition to football, I actually played basketball as well in middle school, both in Tarboro as well as in Chapel Hill. And I was also into watching a lot of the collegiate and professional basketball games on TV. And living in Chapel Hill at the time, basketball is a really big deal here, especially in Chapel Hill. It's the town where the University of North Carolina plays, and UNC has won a number of national championships, and UNC is also the college that Michael Jordan went to, who's considered one of the greatest basketball players to ever live. Um, and not too far from UNC is Duke University, which is maybe 15 minutes away from UNC, and there's a big basketball rivalry between the two schools. And Duke has actually won several national championships as well. So within the area where I lived when I was in middle school and high school, I lived in an area where college basketball was really the premier sporting event. And I now live in Durham, which is where Duke University is. And since I'm living in Durham, I'm sort of torn between pulling for the UNC Tar Heels and the Duke Blue Devils. I lived in Chapel Hill back when I was in middle school and high school, but I'm currently living in Durham, so I am now closer to Duke, where the Blue Devils reside. But while I was in high school in Chapel Hill, I actually played a little bit of tennis as well. And I guess I consider myself to be an athlete. I did not play in the higher levels past high school. I'm not well, I don't consider myself to be my abilities and skills in playing basketball and tennis were only good enough for high school play, and anything after that, it was just, the competition was just too good, and I could not compete in the higher levels of my sports. But even if I did not compete in college, I'm still a big sports fan. There are no particular teams that I pull for. I just like to watch the highest levels of sporting events. And one of the biggest sporting events is going on tonight, which is the Super Bowl. I forget which number it is, but it's between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. I'm not going to any Super Bowl parties. I'm just gonna go to our house and enjoy the game there. Um, a lot of the reporters have, a lot of the analysts have stated that the game tonight is going to be a close one, and that it's not going to be a blowout by one of the two teams. So we'll see tonight if the analysts are correct in their prediction. One of the more popular NFL players for the Baltimore Ravens is Ray Lewis. He's their linebacker, and he has announced that he will be retiring after tonight's game. So if the Ravens win, then Ray Lewis will leave it with a high note, and leave his football career in the highest fashion, and that is by winning the championship. Just a couple of days ago, there were rumors that Ray Lewis has taken illegal substances to enhance his performance on the field, but he has denied those allegations, and another athlete that recently confessed about taking illegal substances, and that athlete is Lance Armstrong, and he won the Tour de France, I think, 7 times. And during those times, he has always denied that he was taking any illegal substances. So in this recent past year, he has finally came out and told the truth about his doping, and he has accepted that he has taken illegal substances. So those Tour de France wins that he had in cycling were stripped away, and it's really a sad and really disappointing case in terms of the sport of cycling. But a lot of cyclists do take illegal substances to help them perform better. There was actually a past teammate of Lance Armstrong that has testified, or that has reaffirmed that Lance Armstrong did some things that were illegal. So with his teammate saying that he was doping, there's really there's really there's really a hard way for Lance Armstrong to deny his doping, and I think in sports and a lot of athletes, there has been a lot that have been found that these athletes who had won championships and finals, for example, a lot of the track and field athletes that have won in the Olympics, some of them have been stripped of their medals because it has been found that these athletes who won in the Olympics were taking illegal substances. So it's a really widespread I guess lie. And within the sports, there are some athletes in the professional baseball league that have been found to have taken illegal substances. So there are lots of athletes in different sports that have cheated in order to win. But anyway, I'm here where I need to be. It's Super Bowl night, and I'm getting ready to go watch the game. So this is USS Princeton 2004 signing out.